Well, folks, I thought Joe Biden absolutely crushed it at the State of the Union address. That is one of the best speeches that I have ever seen a president do in my lifetime. And it was so needed at this point in American history with American democracy on the line like never before. That is the home run that Joe Biden needed, and he stepped up to the plate and he knocked it out of the park. But he has really upset a whole lot of people because the MAGA Republicans for far too long have been building up this straw man, this myth, this caricature of Joe Biden, that he's Sleepy Joe, that he's got dementia, that he doesn't know where he is, that he falls down. Guys like Joe Rogan will spend all the time in the world just hammering that point home, hammering it home, and they'll reel together some clips and try to make it look like that Joe Biden doesn't know where he's at. But Joe Biden came out and he just absolutely laid waste to all of them, and he put them right in their place. And now they're saying, wait a minute, he's yelling at us. He's getting too extreme here. He's going too far out on a limb. Check out this clip of Ted Cruz.
Tonight was astonishing. I've never seen anything like it. It was a campaign speech, but it was an exceptionally bad campaign speech. Joe Biden was angry. He was bitter. He was screaming, as you noted, the entire night. He was radical and extreme, and he was completely out of touch with the American people. Frankly, tonight Joe Biden reminded me like an angry old man standing on his porch screaming to the kids, "Get off my lawn." That's who he was. I've been to 12 State of the Union addresses. I've never seen anything remotely like this.
I love how before the State of the Union address, it was Joe Biden is sleepy and Joe Biden don't know where he is. And now he's angry, he's bitter, and he's screaming. Has Ted Cruz never been to a Trump rally? That's all that Donald Trump rallies are, is anger and bitterness and screaming. And then he wants to call Joe Biden radical and extreme? Really? When the front runner of your party wants to terminate the Constitution, wants to be dictator on day one, you don't think that's extreme? And then he says that Joe Biden reminded him of get off my lawn. Donald Trump is the poster boy for get off my lawn. Donald Trump is the guy that came out with the phrase build a wall. They're poisoning our blood, root out the vermin. If there ever was the poster child for get off my lawn, they should literally just put Donald Trump's face in a dictionary next to the phrase get off my lawn, and he blows Clint Eastwood completely out of the water. It's absolutely ridiculous to me. And then he says, oh, Joe Biden was so out of touch with America. No, Joe Biden talked to all of America. And that's one thing about the speech that more people need to notice. When Donald Trump goes out there, he's only talking about himself. And he only creates the illusion that he's fighting for everybody else. You know, they're coming after you too, and I'm fighting for you. It's all bullshit. Donald Trump does not sit and talk to individual groups of people. That's what Joe Biden did. Joe Biden talked to women. Joe Biden talked to black people. Joe Biden talked to seniors. Joe Biden talked to children. Joe Biden talked to everybody. He talked to all of Americans, and at the end said, I'm here for all of you. You never hear Donald Trump say that. He has never one time said, oh, I'm here for everybody. We're all going to work through this. We're all going to work it out. He's never done that. So to say that he's out of touch, to call Joe Biden out of touch, has to be one of the dumbest things that I've ever heard. But just when you think that Ted Cruz couldn't be ridiculous, wait till you get a load of this Jesse Waters clip. Roll it.
Now he's going to say, I feel my confidence. I can rise to the moment. Do those debates happen?
If they give him for the debate what they gave him last night, then yeah.
What drug do you guys think he was on?
I'm not a doctor, but they're giving him something, Jessica.
What?
Listen.
Cold medicine?
If you see a horse, and the horse is old and injured and mopes around the barnyard, and then all of a sudden you race the horse and he fires out of the gate and laps everybody, what'd they give the horse?
Folks, I got to be honest with you. Jesse Waters is one of the most annoying and obnoxious faces on television. And he's one of the most obnoxious and annoying voices that I've ever heard. And you're talking to a guy who always rooted for the bad guys in movies. I really did. I've always pulled for the Joker over Batman. I pulled for Clay in Sons of Anarchy. I think Opie deserved it. Fight me. But we're not talking about movies. We're not talking about TV shows. We're talking about the real world where these people go on national television and just talk so down and so disrespectful about a president like Joe Biden. And he wants to sit there and say, well, then they must have drugged him. They must have got him on something, and compare him to a horse. How despicable and low down can you possibly be? Really? And if you really want to start throwing stones and saying that somebody is drugged, I think Jesse Waters really needs to play this clip on Fox News. Check it out.
Ding, boom, this is me. I hear. Bing.
Caucus on February 3rd, and we will restore on this planet peace through earth.
So we're going to be drilling, we're going to be creating low energy, and that's going to bring everything down.
Heard that Saudi Arabia and Russia will be in the United States. And Putin, you know, has so little respect for Obama that he's starting to throw around the nuclear word to her. This is the greatest movement in the history of our country, maybe in the history of any country. Even Argentina, they went MAGA. You know Argentina, great guy. I mean, we don't need your vote. Ding, boom. This is me. I hear. Bing.
So yeah, the next time someone tries to tell you that Joe Biden is sleepy, just remind them that they do not have an argument. And the next time someone tries to accuse Joe Biden of being on drugs, remind them they have no stones to throw here, because Joe Biden came out and he spoke to all of the American people, and he connected with the American people, and he gave us hope, and he gave us a positive message. And that's something we have not seen from Donald Trump. All of Donald Trump's rallies are nothing but doom and gloom. He does nothing but go out there and constantly run this country down. Constantly say it's the worst it's ever been. It can only be great if he's back in office. And Joe Biden said, you can't love America only when you're winning. You have to love America all the time. And Donald Trump doesn't love anyone but himself. This whole thing is about Donald Trump. It's not about the American people to him. It never was. And so we have to remind ourselves of that every day. Joe Biden came out and he put them in their place. The entire time Mike Johnson is sitting there looking like a kid who knows he's messed up, a teenager who knows he messed up, and he knows that his dad has every right to call him out on his bullshit. And he's sitting there like, you see him taking those deep breaths and, Dad, do you have to bring that up? That's how it came off. Joe Biden came out and he put them all in their place, and he laid waste to their straw man argument. He laid waste to their caricature. He laid waste to all the stupid-ass Joe Rogan arguments that Joe Biden don't know where he is. And now they're trying to reshape it. Oh, well, he's angry. Oh, well, he's mad. Oh, well, he's get off my lawn. No, Joe Biden is the president for the American people, and Donald Trump is the poster child for get off my lawn.